get one thing straight. I'm not working to just work and pay bills and die. Okay? I'm not. When I get paid, I'm going to buy myself something. I'm going to buy myself something to eat. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to get my car washed. I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to treat myself. You think I'm just...
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy! City boy! All right, here we go again. It's the same old dog, just a different day. Here we go again. All right, this is on TikTok. This is Lori B. Lori B, if you want to check out her channel and her content. Yay! Wild Takes. Looks like she's from Canada, so she Canadian. She got that Canadian bacon. Anyways, sheesh. If y'all rocking with me, like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm your boy Black Pegasus. Link in the description to my other channels. Let's rock. I guess we can hear her out. She's only talking for a minute, but the beginning is already kind of... So there's this concept called delayed gratification. It seems like... I was going to say this generation doesn't understand that, but if I'm being real, it seems like Americans in general and a lot of Western living people, Western world type of people, but mainly America, because we got this hustle culture thing going on. But a lot of people aren't disciplined and can't, instead of, she's like, when I get paid, I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to get my hair did. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to eat. I'm going to do all this. You need to eat. You have to eat to survive and to be cognitively ready for the output of work you need to do. Cool, eat. But everything else is just extra, right? And the fact that we're at this point of comfort in the world that we, I don't want to work and slave into my grave, you know what I'm saying? But it's interesting when you go back and you start looking at the way our grandparents lived and stuff, and they literally slaved to survive for real. You know what I'm saying? You go back, look at the Great Depression, you look at the Dust Bowl, and people are like, I ain't trying to hear that. That ain't going on right now. But you just got to look at the people from then. They were strong people. They were disciplined, and they made literally something out of nothing. Now you have something, and you still not even making anything out of it. So I just think it's interesting. I think in general, because we're so driven towards comfort in this part of the world and life in general, that we don't practice delayed gratification. We don't practice discipline. We don't practice thinking of the future. And I think there's a balance to that, right? You don't want to live in the future. You don't want to live in the past. You want to be very present. But to have a future, you do have to consider it. You have to look at the past, be present, and consider what's to come. So you have to think of these things. So these people who get on these rants about, yo, I could die tomorrow, I ain't gonna be here, F that, I'm gonna live it up right now. I feel you, but also me being a father, I have more to think about than that, right? Like when I go, I have children that need to be looked after, need to be taken care of. They don't need to be paying off my credit card debt or debts that I'm in or not be able to afford my funeral arrangements, etc. You have to start thinking about more than just yourself. And I think I matured more so once I had my kids, if I'm just being honest, because I was pretty selfish in my thinking and not really realizing things. That's why I also think having kids is a super important part of human development in general. But let's hear what Shody got to say. What's her name? Lauren B. She probably spelt it wrong so she could go crazy on here and not get doxxed.
And let's just get one thing straight. I'm not working to just work and pay bills and die. Okay? I'm not. When I get paid, I'm going to buy myself something. I'm going to buy myself something to eat. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to get my car washed. I'm going to take myself out. I'm going to treat myself. You think I'm just working every single week, clocking in, and not going to take care of nothing for myself? Please. No. Go get that seafood boil. Get them crab legs.
Hey, man, disclaimer, do not listen to this chick unless you want to be broke the rest of your life. Because there's a lot of people, and I'm not knocking them, man, but, you don't want, it's so easy to say this. But again, this goes back to thinking when people had to do way more manual labor just to survive. And in a position of privilege, I would say, and sometimes entitlement, we sit back and say, like, I deserve to be free from the matrix. I deserve to do this, that, and the other. And I think we all would, that the concept's great. Who really wants to? I mean, I like working if I'm being real. I typically have been in jobs that I was somewhat passionate about. I'm going to work until the day I die. I'll be working on something. I love creating. I always have. This started when I was really young. I was probably about 13 years old, started making like karate movies in my backyard. I can't imagine myself not working when it comes to being creative. It's just who I am. I want to do that. So maybe I just see it through a different lens. But also, I do understand it because I used to work. I used to remember, I used to go to day labor to get a job, and they'd have me do laying concrete for like $7 an hour, um, telemarketing, construction, landscaping. I worked at a furniture store for a minute, worked at a record store for a little while. Well, I've done a lot of man. I've done a lot of stuff. And I'm not going to lie, I definitely didn't enjoy a lot of that stuff. But I always paid my bills. And then if I had a little left, I would save. And for me, I started getting into recording music, and I would save all my extra money to record music. I never treated myself. I don't know. It's just funny. It's just funny how people act. I don't know. I believe in delayed gratification and discipline. It's been very helpful for me in my life, but hey, I'm just a guy on YouTube. What do I know?
Take that trip, get your hair done, get those nails done, go get your car washed. Like the fuck? We are not just working to just pay bills and die. Not me, at least. Them bills definitely gonna get paid. Okay. One thing about it, them bills is gonna get paid. But I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to spoil myself. I'm going to treat myself with the money that I have left over after paying bills. Because what's the point of doing all that work, working every single week, day in and day out, and you not taking care of yourself? You not doing nothing for yourself?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to answer that question for you, young lady. Lauren, is that your name? Lauren B? Lauren B, this is why. Because you want to take care of your future self, right? When you get older, you're not going to be able to do the same. You're not going to have the same cognitive function, the same physical function, etc. And, typically women live longer than men per capita, like statistically proven. So essentially, what you would want to do is all this money you're spending on yourself, your young self right now, you probably should save and utilize it to invest in compound. And then when you get older and you're no longer to do it, able to do a job, or you really don't want to because you're older at that point, you would like to chill with the grandkids, with the whatever you've created in life, you can do so because you didn't squander all your money when you were young. Now, the one thing women always have an out, she could just find a dope dude. And she good. Find a high earner, high dude, a dude she falls in love with, they get married, she take care of it, you good. You off the street. But for men, that's almost never gonna happen. So you gotta dial the F in. There ain't no I'm getting my head like she can do all that. That might actually attract a man that she could get married and get divorced and get a paycheck. Like women have so many outs when it comes to that. And um a lot of that deals with visuals. Men are super visual creatures. So, women being in the game of attraction, you have that going for you. So maybe she doesn't need to worry about all those things. And maybe that's why a lot of women kind of move the way they do. I personally believe that budgeting, discipline, and delayed gratification is going to serve you for the long term. So we'll see. Hopefully I mean, hey man, hey sis, if you can do that, do you, baby boo. I ain't mad. Let's see what the comments say, man. You can see a lot from the comments. Facts, especially since I ain't got no kids, is going to be it is going to be done, period. These bills be too much. No, for real. I will be treating myself. I started to buy a perfume or something nice for myself on every check because life is too short and you can't take it with you. You see that thinking? I'm telling you guys, you can't take it with you, but you know who can? You know who gets your debt when you're gone? That shit, man. People be tripping. Selfish thoughts. It could be anything like a bag of chips. I'm treating myself. right? I need some food, need some from cart, need my nails done, all that. The money will come back. Memories don't get back. Let me tell y'all something, man. I've done a gang of shit in my life, bro. I've traveled all over the world. I've created tons of memories with my family so far, and I plan to have a lot more. Memories fade too, you guys. Your mind, I guess we got these hard drives, external hard drives for our brain, pictures and videos here. Bruh. I like to live in the moment. I ain't no Debbie Downer, but like, I don't know, like what I would say, and I'm just gonna say it because it's true. It's probably true. You're not gonna see millionaires, multimillionaires, billionaires, and you're probably not even gonna see thousandaires in this comment section. Why? Because this is petty and they have money and they're too busy making things happen, right? So all these people in here are probably, I don't know. I'm not going to just throw everyone under the bus, but the fact, I mean, a lot of them are not going to be in the financial position to even give advice. That's the thing. You want advice from people who are above you so you can get to that level. So when you're looking at this, I be feeling so bad because I be thinking God looking at me like, this is why I won't bless your finances because I keep doing this. But like you said, I'm not working just to pay bills. How it should be, baby. Something's going to be moved around because I'm taking care of me first. No, for real. The last bit, I had bought myself two Bratz doll and a flat screen TV. If I don't have enough, something just won't be paid. Bro, this is crazy, dog. This is like the manual for bad credit and debt. This is the manual for a whole lot of debt and bad credit. I do this every paycheck. Ha ha ha. The way the bills is, that's how it's going. Because I deserve it. And what's that? That's law. Thank you. Facts. Absolutely. I hope this is a bot farm. Appreciate your honesty. Amen. And did. Heavy on buy me something weekly. I want a milkshake once a month. I'm going to get my coffee. Yes. And this is all different races, you guys. 100% always. This is crazy, dog. Dudes are in here always. Facts 100. Man, y'all go look up these statistics if you don't know them, man. How many people in America don't even have $1,000 emergency fund in their bank account? But we got time. This is what I'm saying, man. But you got time for a concert. You got time for Starbucks every day. You got time to wash your car. You got time to get your nails did, your hair did, get a haircut. Bruh, let me tell y'all something real quick before I bounce. I was always thrifty. I was always disciplined. I learned to cut my own hair, and I could actually fade my own hair if I had some. Now I'm going bald and shit. But anyway, I still cut my own hair. But I remember getting the $15, $20 fade every week. And then I just like, man, I'm just gonna learn how to do this. I fade my hair. I wasn't going to the car washes. I just pull up to mom and dad's and use the hose and get a freaking sponge and some soap and wash the car myself, vacuum it at the crib. All these things like I did whatever. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink, all to save money. You know, I always thought it was about getting ahead. But again, we in a unique time. People talking about nuclear wars and these kids, getting directed by social media. It's hard to have that breakthrough. But hey, if that's what y'all want to do, that's what you can do. I'll see you when I get there, man.
City boy, city boy.